As a spiritual woman, you have to learn how to channel your desire towards what serves you and not towards men. Welcome back to another episode of Healing into Femininity. My name is Joanna, and I am a certified life mastery consultant. And this is what this channel is all about. It's about self mastery, mastering your mind, your emotions, your behavior, and ultimately the results of your life to create a life that you truly love and you truly desire. And today I want to speak about the root of things, right? And the root of things is literally in the root of your body, your sexual energy, your survival energy, and your sexual creative energy. And when we speak about creating a life that we desire, the very most important factor is that it is actually something that we truly, physically desire, not only mentally. And this is where most people go wrong in the whole manifestation space, because one part of manifestation is to heal, meaning that you have to get rid of all of the illusions in your mind and in your system, meaning healing childhood trauma, feeling unworthy, feeling abandoned, feeling betrayed. Those are the things you have to heal, and you have to let them go and to step into your worthiness, into your divine worthiness, that you are worthy to live the life that you desire. It's your birthright, correct? Okay, good. Healing childhood trauma, healing those wounds, mother wound, father wound, right? All of the things I just mentioned. The next thing is to clear your mind, because we've all been programmed through religion, school, society, gender roles, everything that has been either inherited by our parents in ways of training and education and raising and culture, right? Because most of the things that we consider culture is the programming, right? That we received subconsciously just by ways of seeing how people act, especially women, right? If we are women coming into our own, most of the time we look at our mothers and we look at the women who have come before us to orient ourselves and to see, okay, how did they navigate through life? And most of the times, the women that we see, they are not connected to their desire. And that is the topic of the video. It is about reclaiming yourself, your body, and especially your sexual energy to create the life you desire instead of channeling this energy towards men. That's why it's so important for women to first reignite the fire. That's what I do in my work. Like, that is our vow as a life mastery consultant. We reignite the fire of the dream. That is that's my mission, to reignite the fire inside of you as a woman, to feel activated, right? To feel aroused, to feel alive, right? And this aliveness doesn't come from the mind, it comes from the body, where you feel like life is good, right? Stepping into your sensuality, meaning life is good, life tastes good, life feels good, life sounds good, life like smells good, right? Sensuality, feeling, living good, right? Not only having this feeling of that I'm just doing, right, with a man, but to be aroused and to be stimulated and to be activated by yourself and by the beauty of your sensual experiences in life, because all of that can turn you on. Yeah. Hearing, feeling, tasting, touching, right? Like, all of those things is a sensual experience that you want to feel. It is not just to give it to men. I will go deeper into that in a second. But the first thing, really, as a woman who wants to create a life that she truly desires, is to come fully into your body, into your sexuality, into your sensuality, activating your body and feeling good and allowing yourself to feel good in your body, right? You deserve that. You deserve to feel good. That's it, right? You deserve to feel good. And then it is about staying in that place, making you yourself the priority, right? Everybody's speaking about that. Stay selfish, be selfish. Yes, correct. Because the first law of nature is self. You are an individual. You are one cell in the body of humanity. And you have to be a whole, functioning, healthy cell in order to sustain yourself, in order to, yeah, preserve yourself, to stay alive and to stay healthy and vibrantly alive without lacking, without giving too much of your own juice, of your own sexual energy away, feeding others. That's why, again, it is so important that you take the image of desire, which most of the time might be a man, right? You think, oh, that's like, I want to experience this juicy, yummy feeling. I want to experience that. How? With a man. No, you can also experience that. You can experience that by making every day a pleasurable experience. I'm not speaking about overindulging, but yeah, indulging in beautiful things, right? Putting oil on your body, high quality things, right? Smelling good, like tasting something delicious. I think you get the point, right? That is what it's about. Like immersing yourself in feeling good each and every day. So you're not lacking. You're not lacking. You are meeting your own desire. You're giving it to yourself, right? And that is the perpetual flow of abundance, right? Your desire is you want to feel good in your body and you give it to yourself. And if you are not doing this, what happens? You most of the time women are ashamed of wanting to feel good, wanting to feel sexy, wanting to feel just good in their bodies, right? So we're programmed to leak that energy, to give it away to other people because we hope that they will make us feel good. We hope that they will meet our desire. But the first step is to get clear that you have this desire to feel good and to meet it yourself. You can meet it yourself. You don't need somebody else, not other people to validate you or your desire, and especially not men, right? No matter if it's your husband or a one night stand or whatever. When you feel good, most of the time you want to share it, right? You want to share that magnetism. You want to share that beauty. But it doesn't mean that it has to result in you giving away your energy. Okay, so I think I made that clear, but it's very important for you to understand what this is about because your sexual energy is the energy with which you build your life. And the next thing I want to say is that the next most logical thing, if you understand that self preservation, self sustaining, self sufficiency is the first rule, you will understand that the energy you have, this is what's given to you by nature, by the divine, if you so will, because nature and the divine is the same. The divine is manifest through nature, and you are nature. You are, I always like to say, you are like a plant. you are like an animal. But I think with a plant, the picture is a little clearer because a plant needs to put their roots into the soil, suck out the nutrients, right, in order to grow. And the same thing is with you. You have to put your roots into a healthy ground, into a nutrient dense soil, which is literally like micronutrients, right? Micros and macros that sustain your physical body, but also in a spiritual, mental space of abundance, telling yourself, right, who you are, and stepping into that version, right? Like eating the affirmations, right? You need to suck it in through listening, but also through that, as I said, right? These are the gates to your inner being, to your temple, to your spirit. So you feed yourself with the best nutrients so you can become strong and healthy, right? And then the next thing you do with that strong and healthy, creative life force energy is you build something that sustains you. And that is where the creativity comes in. Creativity can be everything. Building a business is ultimately necessary for a woman. Building a business through your creative arts, whether it is you creating perfume, you creating a book, writing, right? You creating a business outside of yourself, whether it's whatever, you get it. There's a multitude of businesses, but you use that energy to create something and then sell it. So whatever you created can go out into the world, serve somebody else. You get compensated for the value you provide. You get the money back that sustains you, which is part of the healthy soil. So you take that money, you reinvest it in yourself so you can create something either the same, you continue to create the same, or you create something better or new or different. And that is ultimately self sufficiency, self sustaining. Building a brand, building an online platform, building, you understand it, right? Building something with your sexual energy first before you give that energy to a man, because a man is not your self sufficiency. A man is not your guarantee for you being able to get compensated, right? I absolutely believe that when a man is in your life, he has to compensate you for your life force energy. I do believe that, but I don't want to speak about that at all. I first want to establish the thought that you don't need a man for yourself to feel safe. You need a business. You need to create something that will sustain you, right? And that is natural law. It is natural law, okay? It is not only human, it is universal. Universally applicable means it goes for everything in life. Every plant is self-sustaining first. Every animal is self-sustaining first before they can share and give with others. Yeah. So that's very, 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 very important. So I wrote a few things down and I feel like it was amazing what I wrote down here. So I want to give it to you, okay? So again, as I said, it's so important for you to understand that you have to cut the picture of desire that's a man. No, the picture of desire should be your $1,000,000. The picture of desire should be a life that you love living, that the house that you're in, the skin that you're in, the products that you use, the smells that you're surrounded with, right? The feeling of your hair, the feeling of your skin, the feeling of looking at yourself, self-seduction, right? Feeling amazing, feeling great. Just that's it, right? Feeling great. And then having a, if that's what you want, right, having a nice car, moving in nice spaces where all of those qualities apply that I say that make you feel good. And that's why if you move in luxurious spaces, right? In hotels, in spas, in gyms, in public spaces, you know that the more elevated the place is, the more sensual the place is. You smell the good eucalyptus smell in the sauna or in the hotel, right? You smell, it smells good. You hear some nice little music that is like activating but very calming. You know, you hear those things, you smell it, you see the luxury like twist to it, right? The indirect lighting in the back, right? It's a little dark, it's sensual, it's cozy. It just feels good. You feel safe and you feel open. That is luxury. Luxury is understanding what creates a good, smooth, open feeling inside a human. That's why luxury is many times connected to sensuality and sexuality. The same thing about cars, right? Cars look like animals. Like the most expensive luxury cars look like predator animals. A Ferrari, right? Like a Lamborghini, like all of those sharp sports cars, a Porsche, all of those cars look like predatory animals, and then it looks dangerous, right? It's dark, it's perfect, it's precise, it's so good. You just feel so good inside those highly intentionally designed things, whether it is homes or, you get it, right? Hotels, bars, restaurants, spas, or cars, right? All of that is beautifully, precisely designed. So you feel that is luxury. And that is cultivation at its highest level, understanding human nature and what is pleasing to human nature. It is beauty, it is symmetry, it is pleasant. It is pleasant. So, that is the first thing that you need to do as a woman, is to create that for yourself from where you are with what you have, right? You can start today. Okay, you can start today. And the next thing, as I said, is for you to create something around you that is a model of business. So you can give and receive, give and receive. Okay, that is the first law. And before you waste your time, your energy, because that is what it is, right? Some people say it's like my presence. Everybody's speaking about make money, being who you are. Yes, it is about being who you are, stepping in to the limelight, stepping on stage, stepping into visibility, speaking about something that you love speaking about, right? Giving people the psychology behind value. What is ultimately valuable is helping other people live a better life on the physical plane, most of the time on the physical plane. And then when that is satisfied, we go to the higher level. We go to the self esteem, we go to the psychological skills so we can create even more. And just to round that off, because I think that's one talking point, one topic, and you get it, is just speaking about the skill of creating a system. I think it's so easy, or it's so common sense, but if there would be so common sense, everybody would be doing it, right? But this is also what Napoleon Hill speaks about in the book of Think and Grow Rich, right? It's about thinking, thinking. Think and Grow Rich is about, one thing that comes to mind here is about creating systems, right? It's about understanding what you are, a human, right? That has needs and desires, right? Needs is basic, desires is like is beyond it, right? Okay, so that's what you want. And then understanding if that's what you want, that's what other people want as well. And then something that makes you feel so good using your skills, your talents. Your talents are things that you have been given by God. That's what I believe. Your talents, we all probably know the analogy of the talents, right? There is the story where the master has like three servants or something, and he gives each one of them a talent, a pentacle, a coin. Take the coin, take the coin, take the coin. I'm going to go away for a while and I'm going to come back and then I will see what you have done with the coin. So it was a test of seeing how smart somebody is. And one, I think, buried the coin because they were afraid to lose it. The other one, I think, multiplied it. And the other one really like compounded it. Right. So something like that. I don't know exactly. But it's about thinking and thinking like every one of us, we have been giving at least one talent, one coin, one thing that is of value, not only to us, but to others. So we have to learn how to identify that and then to give it to the world. Yeah, that is your talent. And sometimes, or most of the time, it's so simple. It's so natural to us. It's our nature. Not only second nature, it's our nature. So it's so close to who we are that we don't really see what it is that other people might think is valuable in us. So this is where we have to learn self-awareness and self-observation and also how people react to us. What is it about us that people react to, whether it's our mind, our beauty, our skills, our talents, our articulation, right? And those things, again, as I said, have been with you for all of your life. So this is what you need to cultivate and then to share with the world. And coming back to Napoleon Hill, one thing that is a very important part of the book, Think and Grow Rich, is creating systems, right? And when I think about systems, it is the analogy of, and I believe that this is the most important thing you need to know as a divine feminine, as a woman, is you are like water. That's what I like to say. Like the divine feminine, we are daughters of the water. That's why, like Maria, right, the mother of Jesus, Maria is mare, is marine, is the water, is the mother. The mother is the water. So, and in every, there are so many other traditions where the divine feminine is a mermaid, right? We see the cowrie shells. We see divine feminine initiated women like having that as a symbol, right? The shells, the water, the yeah, the analogy of being of the water. We women, we are the well. We are the source. We are the water. Water gives life. We give life. But in order to give life, don't waste your life force energy. Don't waste your water, but package it. Create a system around how you can give of your energy so it will, first of all, arrive at the right people and also put a price on it so the people can compensate you for what you have built. And that is a very important part of it. It's about building. Again, you are first, understand what your talents are, understand your energy as a divine feminine woman, which is a flow energy, right? It's the water energy, but you need masculine structure. That is always what I say. Divine feminine flow, masculine structure, okay? It is like being a well, but also what is what is more beneficial to people, others, and yourself? Is it like just a like a puddle of water in the ground, or do you need to like put a pump and a pipe, or even in the olden days like have a fountain, right? Have like the bricks, the structure of the bricks around this hole of water in the ground, so the hole of water in the ground doesn't get dirty, or it doesn't get like drained by animals. If you want to use it, you have to protect it, right? And that is the skill of thinking and building effective structures around the natural resource that you have to give. So you build the fountain, you build the bricks around the well, and you build a system maybe with a bucket to go down, and then you build the rope and the automation thingy, and then you pull in the water, so now you can drink clean water, and you can like help the rest of the community drink clean water. And this is creating value for the community. Value is about creating life and creating higher qualities of life, sustaining a continuous supply of the resource of sustaining life. Understand? It's so easy, right? Like that's what I'm thinking, but I know that not everybody understands this. That's why I'm sharing it. So that is the thing. Also going back to Napoleon Hill, that's what he ultimately speaks about, is about creating systems, right? If you found something, just like me, I'm sharing it with you now, but I am very intentional about it, right? I'm sharing it here, and there's more work to do behind the scenes. So if you really want to tap into your own well and create a system around your talents, how you can provide that with the world and get compensated with it, contact me. Write Dream Builder in the comments and I will contact you, and we will see if we are a good match to work together. But continuing with the building of structures, right? So you can build the well, you can build the bricks around the well, you can build the bucket, you can do like this little rope thing, right? That you like take the water up and then feed the community, or let them like quench their thirst, or we can continue it, right? And this is continuation of automation, is to maybe then create pipes, not only just the rudimentary fountain, which was the beginning, but innovation, right? This is where innovation comes in. Okay, so more people that are a little bit further away, they also need water from this resource. How can I provide that for them? Okay, what can I do? I can build maybe like pipelines, right? I build pipelines, and then you distribute the water. And for you to be able to create the pipeline, you came up with the idea, with the innovation, right? With a new solution. This is yours then. This is your supply, right? This is what belongs to you. You created the systems, and that's why people who own the world are the people who own the distribution channels, whether it is water, food, networks like TV networks or whatever, right? The people who have built the system are the ones who own the money. Okay? And you can do that too, honey. Okay? So, this is how you need to think about yourself as a divine feminine woman. You are tapped into a well. You have talents, you have resources that you can share with the community so they might have more life and more abundant life, because we always build on top of our needs and wants. And right, people love to eat and drink and play and have a good home and have shoes and clothes and shelter, and then we go into the luxury. Like, people want refinement, they want beauty, they want the luxury frequency of rare materials. The rarer, the more high value, right? The less in supply and much demand, it becomes high value. You understand? You can see how turned on I am by my own delivery because I am a sapiosexual and I turn myself on by breaking down concepts that many people don't understand, right? It just turns me on. That's my talent, right? I am a teacher of self mastery, but also creating systems around my well wealth, wealth, right? That is my wealth, a wealth of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So, understood? That's it, right? Instead of channeling your precious life force energy, aka your sexual creative energy, towards men, maybe you're one man or multiple men's. No, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Use that energy to build something that you love, a talent of yours, and then share it, distribute it, and let people compensate you for the value you bring. Okay? Not, don't leak that energy into people, places, and things that are not compensating you. Yeah? The amount of value that you put out. And what is the price tag on your life and your life force energy? That is what you need to decide, right? So that's it for this video. I think we want to close this idea. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see you in the comments, and I am looking forward to work with you behind the paywall. If you really want to create the life of your dreams and you want to invest in yourself to actually get the tools and the skills that I provide, comment down below Dream Builder and I will contact you and we will see if we're a good match to work together. Okay? Until then, bye.